Are you mystified by mysteries?
Or can you crack the craziest cases?
We're looking for chief detectives to join us on our investigations into some of the strangest stories from around the world.
We'll analyse aliens, look for the Loch Ness Monster and hunt out curses. We'll present you with the best evidence and the most interesting facts.
And then it'll be up to you to decide and tell us what you think.
Will you be a mythbuster like me?
Or a myth truster like me?
If you want to be our chief detective, join us on Bust or Trust, a kids mystery podcast. Every week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music and all other places you listen to podcasts.
You are listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense. Where's the farting animals? Wait, Mr. Farting Dinosaur, did you eat them all? No, I didn't. I wonder where they are. Ugh, what's that smell? Oh, wait, I forgot it's National Fart Cloud Day. I wish I could wash the air so it could smell clean. Thank you to regular contributor Da Taco Ben for that intro. And it turns out that actually he was right. That yes, today here on Radio Nonsense, the official Comedy Club for Kids podcast suitable for all ages from to and everything in between, that it is National Fart Cloud Day. Hang on, let me just play the National Fart Cloud Day anthem. Yeah, that's it. And that's all it is. And I'm coughing because basically, for National Fart Cloud Day, I've had all the farting animals that you send in. I pointed them all in the same direction towards a funnel, which has been collecting all their farts into one giant cloud. And it's now been lingering in the room for several hours. And it smells like someone tried to make a smoothie out of all the dung that you might collect in a zoo, maybe after a year at the zoo. It is really gross. And I am dressed like a fart cloud today as well, with a green puffer jacket. And I'm only eating, well, I'm not eating anything because the smell makes me feel sick. But if I was eating anything, it would just be those cloud eggs, but with, food colouring to make them look green like a fart cloud, and they'd have to be really eggy smelling cloud eggs too. I don't know of any other celebratory things you're meant to do, really. There's no point in putting up decorations, as the fart cloud would just make them disintegrate, wouldn't it? Linda, are there any other National Fart Cloud Day traditions, Linda? Maybe she's disintegrated into the fart cloud. It's very possible. It is highly toxic. I wonder if there's any dances that you're meant to do to celebrate National Fart Cloud Day, but then I worry you'd get out of breath and you'd breathe in the fart cloud, and that would be awful, wouldn't it? Maybe you could do a parade, but then I suppose that'd have to be outside and the fart cloud would escape and then ruin Fart Cloud Day. Or maybe I should light some candles. Oh no, actually, that could be really dangerous. I could make a National Fart Cloud Day song though. Maybe that's what I should do. Let me try. Hey, it's National Fart Cloud Day, the day when all your worries get blown away, except they don't get blown away, because they linger in a fart cloud. That is why we don't say hooray too loud, because you just try, hooray! And now my eye is watering from the air that feels like it's burning, and the world keeps turning. But the fart cloud just stays there, hovering high in the ceiling. What a feeling, National Fart Cloud Day. Oh no, that's made me breathe in so much fart cloud that I feel really ill now. I don't think I'll ever sing that again. Let me quickly dive into the mailbag for a moment of fresh air. Oh, that is so much better. Well, look, listen, listeners, we've had so many nice reviews this week. Thank you for all of those. Cropley in the US says, "You rock, newts are sweaty." That is two very important points there. Thank you, Cropley. I appreciate you saying that I rock. I sometimes wear all grey and do sit very still, so I'm glad someone's finally noticed. And yes, newts are sweaty, but that's why they're amphibians. So I don't know if you know about this, but they run around on the land and they get all sweaty because it's often quite hot. But then they go and take a dip in the pond. It's kind of like they're always on holiday. And then Pone in the UK sent in, amazing podcast. Thank you so much. This is the most funniest, best podcast in the world. Wow, thanks, Pone. What a nice review. Oh, wait, hang on. Or is your name Pone E? It's spelled P-O-N-E, so maybe it's Pony. Maybe this podcast has finally reached the horse community. Will I have to do just content about horses to keep listeners like Pony happy? Yay or nay? And then Laughing Ninja sent this follow-up to their previous messages to say, I'm very sorry Tiernan does not like being a talking potato, but it's amazing. Please can you read this out? And then Laughing Ninja has put all of the emojis, and I'll be honest, I'm not reading them all out. There's so many. We'd be here for years and years and years and years. So I'm just going to go, all the emojis! Let's just imagine all of them. There you go. Job done. And now I'll just pop my head out of the mailbag for a second. Nope, straight back in. Well, I'm sure that fart cloud has somehow got even bigger while I've been in here. Anyway, look, just to say, if you would like to give this show a nice review on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you can write podcast reviews, like on your homework, or as a headline for the front page of the newspaper you're the big editor for, like the Stink Times or something, then just please do. And of course, you can also just email in with any questions you need answering, jokes, or maybe ideas of how I should celebrate National Fart Cloud Day properly. And you can do that by asking your nearest snotty noodleheads, I'm sorry, grown-ups, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. And you know what I'm going to say next? You can find out where we do live shows at comedyclubforkids.co.uk, buy our t-shirts and book at comedyclubforkids.store, and also please listen to the Bust or Trust podcast, which is all mysteries and silliness on a show that I also co-host. Thanking you. Right, I'm going to have to stay in this mailbag for a while. I've really got to work out how to celebrate National Fart Cloud Day properly without being sick. While I do that, though, you listen to this most importantest bit.
You just walked straight through my fart cloud.
Hooray, it's Duncan Oakley, a.k.a. Duncan Oakley, who occasionally says things crocally, a.k.a. Dunconian O'Kellis Warbington Parp the 89th, and as our Malagasy-speaking listeners know you, Tandremo fa Azoni Daholo Nipikiti. But of course, Duncan, most of our listeners will know you for being the best tree impersonator in the UK, for your best-selling guide on how to make watching paint dry fun, and for your key role in getting a marshmallow elected as the mayor. Duncan, it's really nice to have you back on the show. How are you doing?
Goodness, I'm tired just thinking about all of my incredible achievements there.
Yes, you should be. It's a lot. You've done a lot. I mean, that's only since the last time we talked as well.
Yeah, you feel like you've just been sat in a chair, but then suddenly you realise you've done all of that.
Yes, but you did most of it while sitting in a chair, didn't you?
Well, the tree stuff, I decided to branch out when I finally twigged what was necessary, and I decided I would leave.
Yes. You see, already this is some expert work, and what listeners won't know is while you did that, you also blossomed from various parts of your head.
Did,
which was very impressive. Actually.
Well, let's hope it bears fruit.
Yes, exactly. And is your bark worse than your bite?
It can be, but I try and stay true to my roots.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's an honour to, and I'm really pleased that you came in your full. Is that a silver birch costume that you're wearing?
Silver birch, yes.
Yes.
Underneath it, I have a mighty oak.
Right. So that's very. Do you wear smaller and smaller tree costumes underneath?
No, they're bigger each time. Smaller over the top, and that way, when you take it off, you get this sort of boof, and it sort of grows bigger.
Right. And is the final costume like an entire sort of like, Sherwood Forest or something?
No, the final one is the mighty oak. When I take that one off, I'm naked.
Right.
So I'll be leaving that one on.
That's a very sensible thing to do, because you are a tree impersonator and not sort of just a naked man in the park impersonator. No, that's a very different job. Yeah. Yes. Well.
This got awkward quickly.
It did very quickly. Yes, absolutely. And and I apologise. I forget, how professional you have to be with what you do, and I sometimes ask the wrong questions.
Just forget how naked I am under my clothes, and that's something I've had to learn.
Yes, it's very hard to not be naked under your clothes, because you have to almost wear clothes inside your clothes.
Oh, that would work, wouldn't it? So if I wore another tree costume, what's bigger than a mighty oak?
Well, that's what I mean. I think you might have to go into sort of like one of those huge redwoods, one of those big redwoods like they have in Yellowstone Park. That's
Yes.
like
Yes. Right.
hundreds
Let
of
me.
feet
So I'm just
high.
going to make a note. Need a mighty redwood costume. I've already got a mighty oak though.
Yeah, maybe get a. What's better than a mighty redwood? Maybe like a sort of
Gargantuan.
gargantuan redwood. I quite like that. Immortal redwood.
Yes. Okay. Just make a note. I think they do them at Tesco. Anyway.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. And then after that, you've got to upgrade to. I think probably. I don't know what's smaller than. Is a wood bigger than a forest? I don't know which one you go for first. How it
Well,
works.
if there's no one there to measure it, does it still make
Yes.
a sound?
I don't know. That's a good point. If you fall over and there's no one around to see that, do you make a sound?
Yeah. I mean, I do in my ears. When I fall over, I make ugh,
Yeah,
but that could just be in my head, couldn't it? If there's no one there
it
to
could be.
verify it.
You've got no witnesses.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's tricky. It's very tricky, actually.
What a sad
Yeah, I mean,
thought.
I was going to ask, do you also have trouble with woodlice, woodpeckers, creatures like that try and burrow
No,
into your head?
I love all of them.
Right.
I love all of them. I'll be sat there wondering why I went in there and sat down, and then suddenly little termite will be out there, and a woodpecker will come in, and oh yes, no, I remember. I came in to get a book, and it'll just jog my memory.
That's nice.
So the woodpecker is my friend.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Squirrels are all right as well.
Squirrels. Remind me again. What are squirrels?
They're like sort of like small dogs with furry
Oh,
tails.
the little tiny dogs.
Yeah,
little dog, big tail.
That's it. Like a little dog, like a really small bear with a big tail.
Yes, like a fox far away.
Yes, that's exactly how I describe it.
Yes,
a fox far away.
Yes, no, I don't like them.
Right.
Always pinching me nuts.
Right, yeah, which is awful.
No, I've go for lunch, go have some lovely nuts, and they're gone.
Yeah.
Woodpecker will come in. I'll go in the kitchen, forget what I've got in there for, and the woodpecker will come along. Oh, look, a termite. Do at the side of my head, and I go, oh yes, lunch. I was going to have some nuts, and then I go, and they've gone.
Just rude.
Yeah, squirrels. Faraway foxes are quite rude.
Yeah, there's no sort of like woodland like crime unit. There's no one that deals with that. Is that you can't call up a kind of like the badger police or something to
Not anymore. Not anymore.
No.
I'm pretty sure we still pay tax for them, but they don't exist anymore.
Well, sad.
It's sad. It's tragic. That's why I'm laughing. Because I've got my head on backwards today.
Yeah, but you have to laugh. You have to laugh or you'll cry. And I think it's better to laugh than to cry.
They're both good. They're both good.
Yeah.
But yes, laughing, I think, marginally better than crying.
That's right. Unless you get poked in the eye, in which case laughing won't relieve the pain as well as crying.
No, it doesn't work as well.
No.
Everyone else laughs. See, the good thing about a poke in the eye is it makes everyone else laugh, but for you, yeah, not so much. It's odd, isn't it? It doesn't seem fair.
No, it's not fair, is it?
A poke in the eye should make you laugh and everyone else sad.
Yeah, right. Wow, but I think I can't work out if more people would poke each other in the eye if that was the case. If it was a genuinely joyous.
That's true. I hadn't thought about how people can be sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, if they think, well, this will really cheer up, I don't know, Dennis, I'm going to poke him in the eye, then it's more likely you'd do it, wouldn't you? I think whereas knowing that a poke in the eye is going to make someone sad means you're probably not going to do it.
Yeah. No, it's a good job you're here. If I was in charge, things would go a bit wrong, I think.
Right.
No.
Well, I'm not in charge.
Right.
I've not got any authority in this situation, especially not now the Badger Police have been disbanded. I've got no authority at all.
No, who's governing you?
It's a really good question, isn't it? It's like who watches the Watchmen? I don't know who's in charge of me.
Who badgers the badger?
Who badges the badger? Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Who squirrels away the squirrels' squirrely things?
Yeah, I don't know. No one
Who
knows.
foxes the fox? Yeah, there's a lot of questions, and I'd hope from your time in the woodland you'd have some of these answers, but clearly not. No.
Well, they could be in there until the woodpecker comes along. We won't know
Sure.
whether they're in there or not. When
Yeah.
you see, words are
When-
even failing.
This is tricky. I'm worried. Do we need to? Should I have employed a woodpecker to assist you for today's show?
I think next time,
Sure.
because I'm only getting older.
Well, it's hard. I try and facilitate guests on the show. I try and make sure that they're comfortable and that they can kind of be at the top of their game. And I wasn't aware of your kind of woodpecker needs, I think, until we spoke. So I'm sorry. I should have researched and I hadn't done
Yes,
that.
no, that's it's my fault. I should have mentioned it. I probably went to mention it and then forgot.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
what are the biggest needs you've met with your guests?
The biggest needs?
Yeah.
Well, we had one guest that was endlessly tap dancing throughout, and so I just had to provide a suitably cushioned floor so that it wouldn't interrupt the entire show.
So he can't stop. Is it he or she? They can't stop.
It was a
tap
she.
dancing.
It was a she. Yeah, they couldn't stop tap dancing. Yeah.
I mean, fun at
Yeah.
first, but after a while,
Yes. Yeah. Really exhausting. I mean, but again, one of those things entertaining for everyone else, except for the people that they live with.
yeah, I suppose so. It's like a poke in the eye, tap dancing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. That's it. Really fun. Yeah, like depending on the circumstance. Like if there was somebody that was always tap dancing, every time they went to the supermarket would be so much more exciting
Yeah.
for everyone else. Yeah.
Well, yes. What about in B&Q where they sell taps?
Oh, that's going to get you in a lot of trouble.
I think so.
A lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and that is tricky actually because I hadn't thought about that. If they only dance on taps, then actually, if you put them in a room that isn't a bathroom or isn't a kitchen, I suppose, then actually they can't do anything.
So if you were a bread dancer and you go into the bakery department of a supermarket and you dance all over that bread, they're not going to let you keep doing that. They're going to throw you out.
That's true, isn't it?
That's why I didn't take up bread dancing.
Is that the only reason?
Because I mean, it does exist, I think.
It was, but I heard you had a particularly bad incident with a baguette and a baguette on each foot.
Never baguette. Never baguette.
But that's it. A lot of people got very croissant, and
that was quite a crusty joke.
That was a very crusty joke. I apologise. But it's a very dangerous game, is what I'm saying. And and I know.
Oh well, at first I thought this would be the best thing since sliced taps, but it wasn't.
Well, especially with your loaf not working as it does without a woodpecker, I'd have thought it'd be very, very tricky. Very tricky. But I think it's very respectful that you've tried. I certainly haven't even tried. I just eat bread like an idiot.
How do you eat it like an idiot? In your ear?
Yeah, I push it into my eye, which then makes me laugh, which then makes other people try and push it into my eye thinking it's funny.
Does that make everyone else sad, or does that make them all laugh and you sad?
It makes them sad and me laugh because I've got it all wrong. Yeah.
Right. So a poke in the eye with bread is actually the answer.
Yeah, it has to be a baton or a baguette or one of those sort of.
What about a breadstick?
Someone in the eye with. Oh, perfect.
Grissini.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Grissini.
Yes.
We bought some grissini the other day, which is Italian for breadsticks, and on the box it says grissini breadsticks. So that breadsticks.
They're breadsticks. Well, I suppose it's a bit like couscous, isn't it?
Only
like
if it was couscous.
Couscous. Oh, couscous.
It's like if they called it couscous.
Couscous, couscous. But isn't
Yeah.
couscous already two of the like? Why isn't couscous just cus? Like, does it need to be couscous?
Oh, there's lots of them.
Right, there's lots of them.
If you just buy one couscous, it's just this tiny thing. So
Oh, I
they call it
see.
couscous just to extend.
I see. But
quantity.
breadsticks. Then do you not get sort of 400 of them in a packet?
20, I think.
Oh, that's not enough.
No. How many packets would you need to? If you put 20 packets, you'd have 400.
Yeah, but then they do breadsticks. Which is that's silly. Because you ask for that in the supermarket, you'll be there all day.
But this is the couscous thing, you see. So they just call them breadsticks. So you get the idea that there's more than one.
I see. Is there like the three little dots after it, so that it's like, I'm just beginning to tell you how many.
Yes, in tiny print it says it's etc.
Yes, right. Breadsticks, etc. Which makes
it
sense.
says Grissini breadsticks, etc. It's a Sainsbury's Grissini breadsticks, etc.
Right. I was always on. Are they?
Sometimes.
I didn't know other.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Okay, for you. Right. Okay. I got worried then. I wasn't aware. Wow. I was going to say that I don't really understand language very well. I always just instinctively think that if it's got "ini" at the end, it's a smaller version of something.
Yes, Duncanini. My son Duncanini is testament to that.
That's right. And my son Tiernan.
Tiernan, yes, exactly.
Tiernan, yeah.
Yes,
that's
he
right.
exists.
And that's right. But like, I just sort of like a panini is a small pan, right?
Yes, and a panini nini is a really small one.
A really small pan, yeah, that's right. That's what.
And
that's,
panini nana nana nunu is an old song from the 50s.
Oh, it's great. I like that one though.
Is it? I don't know.
It's very catchy.
Yeah.
It probably is. I mean, I assume so. Yeah, I'll have to ask the.
I went.
Tin.
I went up to. Sorry, I didn't interrupt, but it reminded me of the time I went into the mountains in Italy and I went panini hunting.
Right. How did that go?
Terribly. Turns out it isn't a thing. It's not a thing. I've wasted my whole trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what do they hunt in the mountains?
I couldn't tell you. I literally, I mean, it was a lovely view.
Sure.
I caught some oxygen. And actually, I did get a bug in my mouth.
Oh, there you go. See, so it wasn't unsuccessful.
Well, I mean, he said sorry. It was a misunderstanding, and he went off again. So it's good for meeting people. Travel does broaden the mind, and it's good for meeting people.
Just doesn't broaden your panini collection.
No, terrible for catching panini. Better off going to the supermarket, whichever one's available.
Yeah, but it's a shame. It's nice to kind of, if you eat these things, it's nice to find out how they're kind of made originally and get to know, if you do eat paninis, it's quite nice to go for yourself.
Well, I've not eaten one yet.
Hunt them. Right.
This is what I wanted to try.
Yeah. Well, it's very confusing to me because then the listeners will probably be too eeny to know this, but like Panini also makes stickers, but they weren't stickers of bread. They weren't stickers of panini.
Yes, I've done that album. No, I've got well, there are all kinds of breads. You've got ciabattas and focaccias.
Right, that's it.
I've got a whole book, an album full of where I've collected all the stickers, but I'm missing the golden panini. Right. And I don't know how many they actually made because I've got the baguettes and the croissants. I've even got a rhubarb and custard lattice thing, but all baked goods are in there. But the one, and it's taken me years to collect all these stickers, but the one I cannot get is the golden panini.
How tricky! You'll have to do swapsies. There must be someone out there you can do a sticker swapsies with.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, like if you've got two pumpernickels, or
I have got two pumpernickels, two very big pumpernickels.
Well, there you go. You can swap one of them.
Glorious! I could. I've got two spares.
Oh wow! Oh, well, you can definitely swap one of them for a golden. Probably swap two because the golden panini's that rare. It's worth looking online. I'm sure there are panini vendors, panini outlets.
I'll have a look.
Paninis.
Let me make a note. just make a note. That thing Tiernan said. There we go. Made a note.
Oh, good, perfect. There you go. Well, there you go. I'm glad I could be of some help. And Duncan, thank you for being help to me by coming on this show today. I've got a question for you that I think you are the man to answer. Before I get to that, obviously, I've got to do a bit of admin with you. You might remember from last time.
No.
The first bit is that this. Oh, you don't. Oh, yeah, because of the woodpecker, of course. Well, in which case. The first bit is this is an audio podcast, so all of our listeners do listen to it with their ears, sometimes with their bums, with their knees. We don't mind how they choose to do it, as long as they listen. And I just wondered if you had a favourite noise that you could tell us about or preferably make for us.
The favourite noise I make is probably that, or I don't know.
Wow.
Lots of good noises, aren't there?
Were they all the same creature?
Yes, they were all me.
They're all you. Right,
yes.
Right. And that's just the noises you make when you're sort of, deflating or?
Yes. When I deflate, I tend to... like that.
Wow. Yeah. And the other noises then
this one, that's just when I'm happy.
That's nice. Yeah. Have you learnt these from your times as a tree? There's something very sort of woodland natural.
Some of them are natural noises, some of them are man-made.
Of course, yeah, of course. Well, they're very impressive. I could imagine that you could just very easily hide among nature making those sounds. No one would have a clue you were there. And
No, not at all. I wouldn't know I was there.
Yeah, you often don't, do you?
Quite often, no idea.
No. Wow, well, those are fantastic. Do you have a favourite amongst those, or?
Yeah, probably. Oh, hang on. Here we go.
That is, it is brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
It sounds a bit like a sort of bird being, sucked up by a vacuum cleaner.
That's exactly what it is. That's how it originally happened.
Right.
The bird was sitting there all like that.
Yeah.
And the vacuum came along.
Popping bubbles, yeah.
And then suddenly, there it was.
Wow.
Gone.
Wow. Yeah, well, and then, I guess, the area was tidy, wasn't it? So that's what happens if there are just birds left around. That's why kids
That's why these noises make me happy.
Mess. Yeah.
That's why these noises make me happy, because I know the place is tidy now.
That's good. That is good. Well, it's a fantastic noise. Thank you so very much. We definitely haven't had that on this show before, and I appreciate that. And the other bit of admin I do have to ask you, of course, is that this is a family-friendly podcast. It's suitable for any age you can imagine, really. Duncan, can you imagine an age?
An age?
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe when I'm older.
Yeah, probably. It's quite hard.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay, fair enough. Well, just to let you know, whatever you imagine, this podcast is suitable for it.
Oh, I'm older now.
Oh,
look at that! I'm older.
You are.
No, still.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
That was very impressive. Do I have to say happy birthday?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Well, it depends if you want to come across as being rude or not.
Oh, happy birthday. Wait, hang on. Is it rude to say happy birthday or?
Oh, I don't know.
It
depends, doesn't it, if it's your birthday or not?
Yeah, it's probably rude. Is it? Yeah.
See, I say happy birthday to everyone on my birthday.
Right, that's nice.
Well, because I'm having a happy birthday.
Yeah. Yes.
That's nice. So I tell everyone happy birthday, and then
that's nice. It's not my birthday, and if it isn't your birthday, I won't say happy birthday to you. Then it's just sort of
no. I think I just got older without having a birthday. To be honest, I think I may have just skipped a birthday. I'm not sure.
Enough.
So I can't imagine what age I am.
Why not save them up and then have one big birthday?
Why don't cut me in half and count the rings?
Okay, I can't. Yeah, I'm a bit. I suppose yes, you are a tree. That would work, wouldn't it?
Well, I've got a pile of costumes that I've taken off, and I take one off every year on my birthday. So, and then we can count the pile.
Okay.
See how many we've got. Anyway, you carry on with the questions, and I'll get counting these.
Okay, you get counting. Well, my question was simply going to be that because this is suitable for any age, I wondered if there are any rude words you wouldn't be saying on this show.
10. Oh, any rude words? No, I wouldn't say any rude words on this show. None of the rude words. I wouldn't say booble, dilly. I wouldn't say any of those rudes. Dilly, I mean, that's so rude, isn't it?
It is awful.
Yeah. I couldn't
Dilly
believe
is
it.
horrendous.
Yeah.
It's particularly horrible when added with dally as well.
Oh, gosh, I wouldn't dilly-dally. No, I wouldn't say any of those rude words. Shoop.
Shoop. No, please don't say shoop on this show.
Pribblecop.
No. Pribblecop.
Someone called me a pribblecop the other day. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yes, I can believe it.
I see what she meant now. Yeah.
Yes, but it's an awful word, and I don't think she was right, but I can believe
you can see why. I've just caught sight of myself in the mirror. I can see why it's called.
Well, it's also
11,
that big badge you're
12,
wearing saying
13.
I'm a Pribblecop, which I feel.
Oh, have I worn the badge again?
You have worn the
15,
badge again.
16, 17, 18,
Yes.
19. Oh, the Russian Larch. That was a great year. 20, 21.
Well, listen, I appreciate you not saying any of those words on this show. I definitely won't say Pribblecop.
20.
Dilly.
Where did I get?
29.
What a booble, I've forgotten. Oh, what a Pribblecop. So, sorry. 25, 26.
25. Yeah, I'll let you keep counting, and I'll ask you the next question while you're still. I feel like I'm interrupting a very important moment here.
Norwegian spruce. I love that one.
Lovely.
27,
that is lovely.
29. Sorry, was your next question? 30.
There is another question, but I don't know whether to keep asking while you're counting.
There's a lot. I'm not even halfway through. 33.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question while you count then, because this is the reason I've got you on this show. Even though I'm perhaps more interested in how old you are and how many tree costumes you have. But we've had this question sent in from Emil, who says they are aged 42 farting gorillas, and then in brackets actually 10. So that's 10 farting gorillas.
No, that's 10 human years. It takes farting gorillas take it takes 21 farting gorillas takes 5 years. So if you divide that by 5, then 1 year is 4.2 farting gorillas.
That's amazing. So
42 farting gorillas, you times 4.2 by 10. That's 42. So divide 42 by 10. That's 4.2. So she's 10 human years. He's 10 human years. They're 10 human years. We're all 10 human years.
Is that how old you are? Have you worked it out with the costume?
When we reach 42 farting gorillas.
42 farting gorillas. Right. Sure. Right. Sorry, I got the wires crossed then. Well, so Emil is age 42 farting gorillas, and Emil has asked, can cats teleport? If so, how?
Is that how Emil asked?
They put HO www, unless they just started the internet. Unless
that's a how.
How?
Yes, cats. Of course, cats can teleport. This is an amazing story, right? This is 54, 55, 56. I'll put that aside for a minute. This story is incredible. I was getting in my car and I saw a cat. Now, this cat was, and I'm not joking, this cat was orange, right? It was an orange cat,
Right. That
like
sounds
a
like
sort
a
of
joke, but
ginger biscuit, like a sort of ginger biscuit colour.
right.
And it
That's
had sort of
strange. Right,
stripes,
okay,
but they were varying degrees of orange. And I
Right.
thought, that is magnificent. I took a photo of it on my phone. And then I got in the car and I drove to Scotland. Scotland, that's
Right.
another country, right, that you can drive
Yes,
to,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it is technically
heard of it,
another
yeah.
country.
Mm.
Yes, it does exist. And I drove to Scotland. It took me 5 hours. I got out of the car and I went into a shop and I bought some things in the shop. And I came out of the shop and then I went to a cafe and I had some lunch. Then I came out of the cafe, I made a phone call. I realised I hadn't put a parking ticket on the car, went back. I put a parking ticket on the car, that's right.
That's sensible,
And then
yeah.
I saw in Scotland an orange cat. Explain that.
What?
Explain that. Explain it. There, he was sat on the wall of the car park, an orange cat, varying degrees of orange and stripes, like a ginger biscuit colour.
And it hadn't travelled in the car with you, like it hadn't jumped in the passenger seat and hadn't...
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Could have got it in the car, couldn't it?
Well, I didn't know if it had travelled. I didn't know if it had asked for a lift on the way up. But but if it hadn't, what's also interesting is that if it teleported, it took you like 5 hours to drive, but it's taken the cat a bit longer because the cat took longer to get there by teleporting.
It could have been there. It could have already been there when I arrived, but I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, of course. Oh, sure. That's a point, actually.
Yeah.
I just wondered if cats had very slow, lazy teleporting, where rather than
I should
immediately
imagine
they just turn up when they
yes.
can be bothered. Yeah.
I should imagine a cat's teleportation skills are very, very slow.
Yes. Just sort of whenever it's
unless of course they're not, in which case they wouldn't be.
That's true. Are you at all worried that cat was
terrified,
sort of looking out for you? Yeah, you were looking out for you. Is that cat following you, monitoring you?
59, 60. Oh gosh, I hadn't thought of that. 61, 62. Oh no, that's a terrifying thought.
Have you seen that cat in anywhere else you've been?
I honestly didn't know an orange cat could exist, and I saw two the same day. But now I think of it possibly could have been the same cat, and I haven't seen it since. So if it's still following me, it's doing a very good job of disguising itself.
Wow!
I did eat a very big ginger biscuit the other day.
Was it a bit sort of furry?
Yeah, furry.
Yeah.
Well, I say it. I went to eat it, and it sort of jumped out of my mouth, scratched my face to smithereens. Have you ever seen smithereens?
No, I've never seen a smithereen.
Oh my gosh! Well, my face was scratched all the way there to smithereens.
I mean, I thought the scratches were your natural wood kind of finish. I didn't realise.
No, that's smithereens. Yeah, that's why I started putting tree costumes on 68, 69, 70, 70.
Wow. Well, that is quite the story, and I would say, based on that evidence, that cats definitely do teleport, and I don't think there's any other reasonable explanation for what happened. No. So,
no, absolutely.
In which case,
good question, Emil.
Well, Emil then wants to know how do they do it?
Oh, how? I don't know.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't know. I can only guess. You know when you grow a beard and you really concentrate, and the beard comes out. You've got a beard.
Right,
you must have done this.
Yes, I was worried that you'd farted. I wasn't sure if the noise was the beard or
Well, this is the
You
thing.
concentrate and you fart,
If you concentrate too hard on something like growing, there's two options. One, you could fart.
Sure.
Or the other, gone.
Wow.
Yeah. I grew a beard once and I wanted to grow a really big one. So I really concentrated. Oh, it's going to be massive. Gone. And well, that's what my wife said. I was sat there growing a beard and then suddenly gone. Vanished into thin air. And I was up the other end of the garden behind the shed.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't tried to grow my beard like hard enough. I think because I should let you in. I grew my beard. Basically, there was a genie. He said you can have any wish in the whole world, and I thought about asking for some crisps, but instead I said I'll have a beard. Can I have
they're both good, aren't they?
And
both good options.
It was good. It was a very hard choice. So
what
I haven't
crisps?
tried the concentrating. I probably would have gone. Do you know what? It's hard. I might have gone for tomato ketchup flavour.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I like them. They're hard to get. So, but obviously I didn't concentrate. I haven't tried this teleporting. But what I'm wondering is cats technically.
Well, you can't guarantee it, but cats are covered in hair, aren't they? So
yeah, that's it. They are a beard. They're like a beard with a face.
Yeah. They're a walking beard.
They're a walking beard. That's what cats are. Yeah.
That is not a tail. That is a moustache without a face.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah,
it's a moustache waiting to happen.
And so would you suggest
grow a
that
moustache as well?
Would you think that cats have concentrated too hard on growing a beard and then teleported, or has someone else concentrated so hard on growing a beard, the beard itself has teleported and become a cat?
I've forgotten what I came in here for.
You were counting costumes.
Oh, sorry, 83, 84, 85. Yes, I think that's probably true. 86, 7.
Yes.
Oh, monkey puzzle tree. What a costume that was. People thought I had dreadlocks.
Are there still any monkeys in there, or they?
No, it's the only one they can't climb.
No.
It's the only tree a monkey can't climb.
Yeah.
Actual fact.
So clever that. Yeah.
Cedar tree.
Yeah. Cedar tree.
Cedar tree.
Yeah, I see the tree.
No, it's a cedar tree. No, 91.
Oh, it's a cedar tree. Oh, sorry,
yeah.
Cedar tree. Sorry, I thought you were asking me if can I
92.
see the tree?
Oh, I can see how that would have happened. Yes, 94.
Yes, it would have happened. Yes. Well, I feel like we've solved the cat problem very quickly, but I he's nearly there.
99. Oh, it's still going.
No, still going.
Yeah.
How do you think we're halfway
100.
through?
Oh, I'd say over halfway through. 100, 101, 102. At least 100. At least 100.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. I told you I got older, didn't I?
You definitely had, and so very quickly as well. I wasn't expecting that in during this show for you to suddenly get older that quickly.
It's the beard.
Yes, I think it is. Well, you know, it's remarkable. It's remarkable that I'm speaking to you here, an over 100-year-old. And I should say, I'm assuming you're over 100. There's a long thing with this podcast where 100-year-olds aren't actually allowed to listen, but over 100 is fine. So
300. Oh,
yeah, no, it's really fine. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I've just realised. I know why this is so many. I shed twice a year.
Oh.
104.
Right.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I'm 52.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've just realised I shed twice a year.
Yes, but when we started the show, you were only, I think, about 19, weren't you? And so you've...
Has the show been that long?
It has. It's gone on for a very long time.
Wow. That is a long show. You think those children that started listening to this at the beginning, they'll have children of their own now?
Well, that's it, and then they will have innies and children.
Yeah, children innies.
Children innies. That's what you call it. Yes. And,
yes.
And then you see, so this podcast is for all the ages. You see, as I said. Before
Yes,
it's any age,
except
apart from
over 100.
Because, yes, yeah, no, except 100. You can be 101 and listen, just not 100.
Oh, I see. Just 100. Oh,
Yes,
well,
you can be
do you know
99.
what? When you turn 100, you've got so much to do anyway.
Well,
You probably wouldn't
that's
find the
exactly
time.
my point, and it's a big part of it, really. And I don't want to add to their list of
When you
things.
turn 100, you actually have to tell everybody. You have to go everywhere and tell everybody. It's the law. The Queen made that one up. So she sends you a letter. Well, she doesn't anymore. The King will now.
Yes.
I hope he carries it on as a thing. The new King.
I hope so.
But the Queen used to. So you turn 100, and the Queen would send you a letter, and it was basically a map and a list of all the towns and cities that you had to go to, and everyone's name and address. And like a directory, a phone directory like that, but to go and tell them that you turn 100, and that's how you spent your year. It takes a year to tell everyone that you're 100, and then at the end she says, "Good luck."
Very clever, because she died at 96 because she didn't want to have to do it.
She didn't want to have to go through all of that.
So they absolutely didn't want to do that.
Philip was the one who was about to do it. Prince Philip was just about to do it, and he said,
yeah, that's it. Don't want to bother with those. It's a lot of work.
No,
And I understand that. So, I'm just saying I don't want to add to that by then also saying you have to listen to the show in between.
No, exactly.
Every single door in the country.
They wouldn't have time. Yeah. They wouldn't have time.
They wouldn't have time. Well, listen, Duncan, thank you for having the time today. Thank you for answering that question.
No, thank me.
Thank you, exactly.
Oh yes,
and,
thank
you. And you as the yew tree as well that you've. Thank you.
Yes, that's the yew is the last one I've just counted there.
There you go. Well, thank you to all of those and yourself, and good luck with.
It's all been about you.
Yes.
The tree.
Oh, the tree. Yes.
Yes.
And
course. Me. And you.
And you. And you.
Yes.
And me.
And me.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good luck. Good luck with all of it.
And good luck to everyone. Good luck listening. Good luck eating, farting, counting. Good luck with all of it. And happy birthday.
Everyone knows you can't see forest through a tick.
Thanks so much to Duncan Oakley for taking time out of impersonating a tree to answer Emil's question. Emil, I do hope you like your answer, and if not, why not shout any complaints you have in a forest when no one else is around, and chances are Duncan will be, and he'll get to hear it from you directly. If you have a question that needs answering, or you just want to send in anything else at all, really, then do get your snotty noodleheads, grown-ups, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclubforkids.co.uk. You can check out the website at comedyclubforkids.co.uk and grab our t-shirts at comedyclubforkids.store. And, of course, make sure you also listen to the Bust or Trust podcast, which you can find, wherever you found this one, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, or your monthly visit from the Podgoblin. And as you can hear, I'm not coughing, and that's because, I'll be honest, I've not left the mailbag, actually, while you're listening to the importance bit. I just sat in here. The fart cloud has now taken over the whole of the Comedy Club for Kids HQ, and it's just too whiffy to breathe out there. Is that celebrating National Fart Cloud Day properly? I feel celebrations may have gone too far if it just means that I've got to hide in a mailbag sack until it goes away. But I'm kind of hoping if I stay here and I sleep here tonight, then tomorrow I'll wake up, it won't be National Fart Cloud Day anymore, and the fart cloud should just dissipate, right? It just won't be there. Well, I think it's a good plan, and I'll just get all comfy right here amongst the letters. A delivery now? Oh no, I'm going to have to hold my breath to open the door. Yes, hello?
Hello, I'm the postman, and I've got this here package for Tiernan, Timothy, Tamrai, Tumram, Timnom, Timdom.
Great, thanks.
What's that green stuff coming towards me?
Oh no, the cloud, it's escaping.
Help me, it's too strong.
Sorry, Mr. Postman. I'll just take this package. I'm sure the postie will be fine. He's probably been saved to the cloud, wherever it's gone to. I hope it has a happy life floating around being stinky elsewhere. Now Comedy Club for Kids HQ is all clear and fresh again. Oh, and I'd better open my package. A 400 Farting Animals collection box set to celebrate National Fart Cloud Day? Why would anyone do this? Why? Bye! You have been listening to Comedy Club for Kids Presents. Radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense. It's the end.